All members from council are present. Present from the administration is our American Safety Director, Dennis Morgan, our police chief, Larry Reich, our fire chief, Ted Whittington, law director, Randy Kohler, and city engineer, Tom Fletcher. If there's anyone recording this meeting as a courtesy to the public, will you please identify yourself so that the fellow attendees know that they're being recorded? Seeing none, the city of Eastlake is recording this meeting. Under legislation proposed, we have legislation number 06-22-01, a resolution approving change order number 4 in the WPCC capacity enhancement project with Great Lakes Construction Company and declaring an emergency. Mr. Boyer?
Thank you, Mr. President. This is a change order in the amount of $42,055.52. Change order number 4 for a number of extras and credits. It's coming to council this evening because it's coming out of the maintenance fund, similar to the last 3 that we've done. It requires yours and Moby's approval for that.
Any questions for Mr. Boyer? Seeing none. Move on to legislation number 06-22-06, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Board of Education of the Willoughby Eastlake City School District for the purchase of real property. Said real property is a certain portion of land of approximately 1.474 acres and all improvements thereupon located in the city of Eastlake, Lake County, Ohio, being split from a parcel bearing permanent parcel number 34-A-001-0-00-002-0. You want to do both of these at once?
Yeah.
Okay. And then legislation number 06-22-03, an ordinance authorizing the sale of a certain portion of land of approximately 1.474 acres and all improved thereupon, located in the city of Eastlake, Lake County, Ohio, being split from a parcel bearing permanent parcel number 34A-001-000-002, DR Land LLC, without public bidding for the sum of $75,000.
Yeah, both 02 and 03 is a transaction it's the property that is adjacent to where the existing Buckeye Release facility is. If you remember, there's a piece of property there owned by Willoughby School, although it's in Eastlake. The parties had been negotiating a transaction through the Port Authority for some time. The Port Authority, for whatever reason, I think just they're cautious about how they spend money because there's still a question of federal laws regarding marijuana as opposed to state law. We already have the marijuana facility here, so the natural next best choice would be having a transaction work through the city of Eastlake. As a charter municipality, we also have the benefit of being able to exempt ourselves from public bidding for the sale of property. This property fits perfectly with the DR property expansion that we're hoping to do. The economic development aspect ends up helping the city more than it helps obviously the Port Authority or anybody else. So I think everybody thought we would be the next best person or entity to fit into that transaction. So it's 2 different transactions. One, us taking it from Willoughby School, and the next would be us selling the DR property to anyone who has a public bid. The purchase price is at the same purchase price that they had negotiated with the Port Authority. It'll be simultaneous closing, so no money will change hands from the city. So the title company will handle title company will handle both transactions kind of back to back. So the payment will be those two. That's where it's really in the middle, and that should happen. But that's what's really happening.
And then Lake County Port Authority, not Eastlake.
Right.
And then also that was I know you guys have heard that before. Buckeye just gone over 100 employees, so they will be expanding significantly parking lots. They want to also expand in the future behind them. They're looking at some things there also. So obviously they are doing pretty well, and this would be a good thing for them.
Any questions for the mayor of the board? Seeing none, we have no legislation pending. We'll move on to miscellaneous. We'll turn the meeting over to Chief Clerk.
the only way we can get people here for a meeting. Still works. First, I'd like to have Sergeant Weber come up, and then your family would like to join. Every year, the Department awards Civilian or Officer of the Year. This year, Sergeant Weber was chosen. The longer I go at it, the older I feel. And Chris is actually he's the first person I hired since I've been chief that got promoted. So, as everything moves, we just keep moving on, and I'm confident as we're going that the city's in good hands. The citation for his award is that this letter to recognize him for Officer of the Year. This year provided many challenges to the entire city, but Chris stood out as an officer who was willing and able to handle many of the issues that came our way. He assisted greatly in acquiring and assisting with the setup of new cruisers for the department, as well as purchasing other equipment that was authorized with CARES Act funding. He continued to be a department go-to for IT issues and handle those throughout the agency. Chris has helped streamline many areas of the department to provide for consistency and assure that everything gets handled. He balances issues with his job assignment and his participation on the bomb squad and the crash reconstruction unit. Chris has displayed a can-do attitude with all his assignments and has always been willing to pitch in to complete anything from the most routine to the assignments that require the most intensive follow-up. Chris has helped to problem solve and plan for the future of the agency. His hard work has set him apart, and the Officer of the Year award has been given to memorialize his efforts. With all the IT stuff he does, when he came on, probably average age of the department was 36, 37. With these two, I think it's now like 25, but it's really gone down a lot, and as the younger people come on, they're a lot more comfortable with computers, trying to get some more people to help them out, because he's got a lot on his plate, but I always like to turn to him, and I appreciate his effort. Congratulations. Bring up the immediate thing. For those of you who don't know, obviously has a large following. Father being a retired lieutenant from the fire department here, who I've known for even longer, I guess. And I'll start with a citation for her. Proud to award Ken the Civilian Employee of the Year. Ken is a vital component to our department's daily operation. It goes above and beyond each day for the betterment of the agency. She does the job of at least two people and is always ready to help ask. 2020 was a challenging year due to COVID, and Ken really stepped up to help the department to function at a high level. She also took over additional responsibility of other units in addition to her already overloaded workday to make sure the department ran smoothly. With Ken being cross-trained at dispatch, she proves to be a valuable asset when they get overwhelmed with calls or need to step out of the room. It operates at a high level without much acknowledgement because the position tends to be a thankless job. Her oversight on the day-to-day of the agency she handles many things without notice. She remains a perfect representative for the department and knows every facet of many jobs. I'm confident she'll continue to push the department forward with all the challenges that lie ahead. And the sad thing about these award things is it's a small recognition for hours and hours of work. And I mean, the people that are nodding their head, their work with kind of, they've done a number of different transitions in the department with court officer, with the court liaison and records, and it's just more and more every day. Probably the only person that is on their phone more department-wide off-duty is her more than me. So, and I appreciate, her husband Jim being somewhat accommodating, but, as then he's come, just pulling his hair out saying, next year or two, we'll get in some place where we're all operating at even higher level, but, you know, having people that kind of around really makes a big difference. And I'm honored to award here this Civilian Employee of the Year. Now we're going to do a couple swearing-ins. We've been doing a lot of hiring lately, and, you know, fortunately, as the city does better, we've been able to add some officers, plus we've had retirements, so we've been high averaging 2 to 2.5 officers a year. And the first, I'd like to have Eamon Otala, and any of your family that you'd like to join. We'll do this swearing in first, so the families will.
I, Eamon Otala. Do solemnly swear. Or affirm. That I will support the Constitution. And the laws of the United States. Of America. The Constitution and laws. Of the state of Ohio. Ordinances of the city of Eastlake. To the best of my ability. Will discharge the duties. Of the office. Police patrol officer. For the city of Eastlake. Welcome on board again. We hired him in a few months back. We always do our swearing in at the mayor's office for payroll purposes, and then we wait till, you know, at that time we're still going through some of the COVID. And important, and if you get promoted a couple times, you may have 2 or 3 of these instances in your career. So, and this is a big one. I mean, to get onto a department, there's a lot of work that goes into that. He's 22-year-old West Sider, who graduated from Westside High School and working on his degree at Cleveland State. He's currently a Lance Corporal in the Marine Corps Reserves, and now makes our 3rd active reservist that works on the department. And he's a graduate at Tri-C Academy. Worked for a short time with the Cleveland Metro Housing Authority. The 2 officers say he's just finishing up his training program, and Officer Dodge is just starting his. He's here with his family today, and his dad was pinned down by his father. I thought it was weird that, you know, I hired my first person that's actually younger than my kid. And then I hired someone younger than him. So, you know, it's all cyclical. And Ken, man, would tell you, and Jim, it's like all of a sudden you go from being, you know, the young guy to one of the guys to one of the old guys. You know, you're officially there. So, but we're happy to have him on. Looking forward to good things, and congratulations. You guys can move wherever you want for pictures. You're not gonna bother anything here. Yeah, sure. I, Cody Dodd. Do solemnly swear. Or affirm that I will support. The Constitution and laws of the United States of America. The Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio. Ordinances of the city of
best of my ability
will discharge the duties
to discharge the duties
of the office of patrol officer
of the office of patrol officer
for the city of Eastwood.
for the city of Eastwood.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
We put all the pressure on the parents and the mother to do this part of it, which is nerve wracking in and of itself, but then you put it in front of other people. So, you know, as I was looking at the other packets today, I noticed Cody was like 3 weeks younger than, or, yeah, 3 weeks younger, so it's, 22-year-old, grew up in Macedonia, graduated from the Nordonia High School, now lives in Mayfield Heights. He's described by family and friends as compassionate and hardworking. After a couple of years of college, he worked several jobs until enrolling in the police academy. Cody was desired by a number of different agencies. The police chief of Whitman I spoke to, and I know a couple of different people going through his background, and I explained to the mayor the urgency because we're not getting the candidates we used to as far as volume wise, and when we get good ones and all the departments see the same thing, whoever gets the budget okay first is determined to be the lucky one. So his mother's the one that pinned this badge on him, and haven't got to meet Cody for that long. I guess this is what his third day. Fourth day. You know, so a lot ahead of him, but you know everything looks good, and we're really happy to have him on board. Congratulations. One last thing about the patrol guys in general. The police academy itself is 740 hours of training, and they're in classrooms, they're doing traffic stops, physical training, defensive tactics, driving, firearms, de-escalation training. Every year the academy gets longer and longer. You know, they go through all of that, and they have a end of academy test. They got to do the physical requirements, and they have to do the written test. And they're done with all that, and that's the easy part, because that's all book stuff on how, you know, some of this regurgitating information, just working in a controlled environment. They come on a department, and you go through at least a 16-week program working with different officers to show, okay, you know how to do domestic violence by the statute, now you got to put it into effect. And every time you put new people into those situations, from the officer standpoint to the people we're dealing with, it changes things. These guys being much more proficient at computers than we were 20 years ago, all those different things come into play, the social aspect of it, and then, you know, they got to deal with, you know, being so young, they got to deal with the public a little bit, you know, calling them and stuff like that, but that's the easy part, because they do it a lot worse inside the station. Because, you know, they got all the guys making fun of their lunch boxes and stuff like that. You know, Mr. Otala being from the Marine Corps, I knew he wouldn't have any issues with any of the ribbon, because it's pretty similar to the service life. But, again, these guys worked hard, they got here, and we're just real thankful to have them. So, congratulations to both of them. You guys could take a couple pictures, and then with the President Council's permission, take a short recess. I don't know. Chris, you have anything?
That's all right. I won't.
Thanks again for coming. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I want to use it.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you, Chief. Also under miscellaneous, we'll go back to the meeting, under miscellaneous, we have a discussion of the letter from resident Morrison. She's not here, we're just going to hold on to the letter, if she decides to come and address council in the future, we can pick it up then. There was a moral thing, she wanted to present it to the council after discussing it in there, so we'll hold on to that for the future. Okay, and then also under miscellaneous, we have the approval of minutes from May 25th, 2021, and the approval of minutes from September 22nd, 2020. Only with Jody, so. No one has anything else? All right. Council of the whole meeting is adjourned at 7:25 p.m. Calling the regular council meeting of June 22nd, 2021, order at 7:25 p.m. Mr. Zerm, will you lead the pledge of allegiance? The pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Here.
Here. Is there a motion to approve the agenda for the regular council meeting of June 22nd, 2021?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Zerman?
Yes.
Mr. Cotton?
Yes.
Mr. Kacinik?
Yes.
Mr. Gully?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes, the motion is carried, the agenda is approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the regular council meeting of May 25th, 2021? Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Zerrin.
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet.
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis. Mr. Spartan.
Yes.
Mr. Belli.
Yes.
Mr. Myers.
Yes, the motion is carried, the minutes are approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the regular council meeting of September 22nd, 2020?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Zerrin.
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet.
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis.
Yes.
Mr. Spartan.
Yes.
Mr. Belli.
Yes.
Mr. Myers.
Yes, the motion is carried, the minutes are approved. We still have some outstanding minutes from some past meetings. I'm sure we'll be getting those very soon in the future, so appreciate that. The next scheduled council open meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, July 6th, 2021. Sorry, July 13th, 2021, at 7 p.m. with the regular council meeting immediately following the adjournment of the council of the whole committee meeting. As all of you know, we've recently lost one of our own team members. And I've asked Councilman Kelly if he'd like to say a few words. Mr. Kelly?
Well, if it would be okay, I'd like to have a moment of silence and then say a short prayer about the family. And would everyone stand? That they will. Share a moment of silence. Almighty God, we come before you today thankful for your presence here. Thankful for the friendship, comradeship of Tim Evers, and ask that you would bless his memory to our lives. Bless Mary and his family in these days of grieving. May you be close to them. May we strive as a city council and city administrators and citizens of this great town Tim loved, that we would strive to imitate his love for this city and all that he did. And may you bless everything that happens in our each day and try to make the city a better place as can be. Thank you, and in your holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Councilman. Appreciate it. It was a valued and integral part of council, and we sorely.
You want me to wait tomorrow for?
Yes. Probably, I'm sure everybody's probably has something to say. We don't have any motions at this time. I don't believe we've had any meetings. Mr. Zerrin?
Thank you, Mr. President. There are a couple upcoming events that we welcome volunteers from the administration or the council. The Free Kids Lunch Program, which is at Willow Grace Church on 9th Street. There is a kids lunch distribution every Monday and Friday. One on Friday, we welcome everybody. It's going to be a ice cream eating contest. The lunches that we're handing out for the kids. The kids on Friday also get a backpack full of 2 breakfasts and a lunch for the weekend. It's a great program with a little bit turnout so far. Also on Sunday, there's a little boy, Eastlake little boy, that we've identified through the Special Needs Birthday Club, which is a partnership with Lowlick, some councilmen from Lowlick, and we are going to his house. He lives right off of Vine Street. If anybody's interested in going, please call or text me. I'll give you all the details. We're going at 2:15 on Sunday. He was 11 and like superheroes, just like every 11-year-old. Last thing, we did this last year. Jason Sinek was highly involved in it. We have a fundraiser set up for the Little Pet Food Pantry. They distribute a lot of food and help a lot of pet owners in East Lake and Woolwich. The fundraiser is from 12 to 2 at Sports Fanatics, just like it was last year. And there are raffle baskets. All the money goes to the Little Pet Food Pantry and the 60s scheme. And that's my report.
What day was that?
Sunday, from 12 to 2.
Anyone else have any questions for Mr. Zerrin? Thank you, Mr. Zerrin. I don't believe we had anything else. We'll move on to recognition of the public. The floor is now open for recognition of the public. I remind speakers all remarks will be directed to the chair. Will not involve personalities. They are limited to 3 minutes per person, 30 minutes total. One person time to speak. Please come up. Please state your name and address for the record.
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Logan Drake, and I live on 690 neighborhood. For those who don't know, I can run these like these basketball. This month, we just finalized an agreement, for sports. First one we're gonna have is our adaptive league, as Mr. Grimes. So I'd love to work with you with the special needs club, with the rec and stuff like that, so please text me afterwards, and I'd love to get involved. And, for everyone else, once I have the finalized schedule for you guys, we'll be up at Fort Shore. Anyone wants to volunteer about that, we're going to do. That's all I have.
Very good, thanks, very much. Appreciate it. Is there anyone else who wishes to address council?
Yeah, I will.
Any address for the record, please? Mr.
Okay.
Hackenberg?
Bob Spansburg, 1034 East Lake Drive, East Lake, Ohio. Yeah, I just wanted to give the condolences to the city council for the loss of him. He was a good friend of mine too. One of the 12-step programs I'm in, he always enjoyed being there. You know, I've always discussed it and everything. And, it's just going to be a big loss. You know, and that's all I can say. You know.
Thank you, Mr. Spansberg, it's appreciated. Anyone else? Okay. Will the clerk please read legislation number 06-22-01?
A resolution approving change order number 4 in the new PCC capacity enhancement project with Great Lakes Construction Company and declaring an emergency.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate readings and readings in full? Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Gully?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Spotton?
Yes.
Mr. Zerrin?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
I second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Gully?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Spotton?
Yes.
Mr. Zerrin? Mr. Myers?
Yes. The motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 06-22-02?
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Board of Education of the Willoughby East Lake City School District for the purchase of real property. That real property is a certain portion of land in approximately 1.474 acres and all improvements thereupon, located in the city of East Lake, Lake County, Ohio, being split from a parcel bearing permanent parcel number 34A 001 0000020.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate readings and readings in full?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Spotton?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Gully?
Yes.
Mr. Zerrin?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Spotton?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Gully?
Yes.
Mr. Zerrin?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. The motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. Will the clerk please read legislation number 06-22-03?
An ordinance authorizing the sale of a certain portion of land of approximately 1.474 acres and all improvements thereupon, located in the city of East Lake, Lake County, Ohio, being split from a parcel bearing permanent parcel number 34A 001 0000002 to BR Land LLC without public bidding for the sum of $75,000.
Is there a motion to suspend the rule requiring separate readings and readings in full? Is there a second?
I'll second.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Spotton?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Gully?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Zerrin?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. Is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Is there a second? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Spotton?
Yes.
Mr. Katsounis?
Yes.
Mr. Gully?
Yes.
Mr. Overstreet?
Yes.
Mr. Zerrin?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes. The motion is carried, the legislation is adopted. We have no legislation pending, we have no unfinished business, we have no new business. We move on to our administrative reports. The first report is from our Mayor and Safety Director, John Moore.
Thank you, Mr. President. Welcome to this evening's meeting. There's really no words to say about him. As we talked today after the match, I mean, we're still in shock. When I first received the first phone call from Mary last Monday saying he wasn't doing good, then I received the other 2 phone calls on Tuesday. Still couldn't believe how fast, the Lord took Kim away from all of us. Known Kim a while, like I said, we always didn't see eye to eye, but again, it made for a better friendship in a better city. As we all know, Kim wasn't gonna run, this was gonna be the end of his term. Over the last month, every time we come into City Hall, we discuss about the land we bought in Missoula, all the things we planned on doing. And, that was really not our future. And I can go on and on about our friendship and what he did to this city. At the end of the day, all I've learned is life's too short. We all know what a stressful job this is. Kim did well in the stress. We all do well in the stress, but it's there. I talked to Mary again today and the last few days and just told her anything she needs from any of us, just give me a call. I know Kim's family is dealing with this as best as they can. It's never easy when you lose someone. It's even harder when you lose someone suddenly. Whoever does take Kim's spot, whether he was not running and he was on the first bill, has some big shoes to fill. Kim was all about the city. Kim was all about E-Town. Kim was all about our friendship. A great guy, and the city has now been full in the city of Charlie and Cameron. So, with that, when I came back from funeral today, our biggest issue today was Stevens Boulevard, the end from Stevens to Lakeshore Boulevard. Probably had about 7 voicemails when I got back. We had calls in that I took for the rest of the afternoon. I was working with Tom. I did talk with the director from ODOT. Obviously, they are behind there. People on that street have not had driveways for almost 2 weeks, or a little over 2 weeks. ODOT directed them to start with some plates in today. They are supposed to start paving tomorrow. We hope that they get there. The director from ODOT, District 12, did give me a call today. He said he understands our frustration, both the residents and my frustration. And we'll do as good as possible to get this moving. They're basically in the same situation we were in with Envirocon. As much as they would want to get rid of them, getting rid of them would make the project even longer, because if they had to do a rebid, just like we would have to do with Envirocon. Again, a lot of the residents are just frustrated, and I understand the frustration. I took a drive down today, and they gotta get moving. The other side, Stevens, actually is doing better. I talked to a bunch more residents over there in the last couple of weeks, and they're happy with that progress. It should be done. Final layer should be July 7th on that. Fireworks, and I've already put it out there and read my article. We'll be doing it at the stadium every year. Captain's have game on July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I talked to the chief. We'll probably have at least, especially on July 4th, we'll have extra patrol down there, because I imagine, as I put in my article and we put on social media, that people, maybe the ones that don't go to the game will be in the parking lot. It's not sold out. Probably imagine, like as usual, Vine Street 91. We'll have a good amount of people, so we will have extra police, especially on the 4th of July. They have fireworks July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. You're also in discussions, probably hopefully it'll come to you before council break on the PP land acquisition of a quarter acre. Randy, we've got some more information back from Randy and the other attorney looking at that. We're probably sell approximately 1.24, 0.26 acres, 5 PP that no use to us, it's not part of the parking lot, so they're working on a sales agreement for that. Still cannot talk about what may go there, but it'll be good for our city, and then also, we should have the plans for smoke, for, businesses coming in there also. It might make one of our councilmen gain a little weight. So we're working on that. Music Day went off great yesterday. Got to thank Judy and, Jeannie for setting that up. Those that attended, probably had about 150 people for that. We probably had about 200 for the birthday, also went well. Meeting with Mayor Fiala tomorrow and, Chris, for the boat race, to try to get something finalized on that. We go in tomorrow, with, I believe, both chiefs, Willoughby. They're fighting about who's gonna drive me over there, to Willoughby South. They're donating, to East Lake, Willoughby, and Woolwich, helmets to use and split along stuff, for the kids and some gift cards. So I'm gonna go there and thank them and hopefully don't fight too much to drive there.
This Thursday.
Oh, Thursday, my bad.
Cheap rate to drive.
With that, I'm concluding my report.
Are there any questions for the mayor? Okay, seeing none. Thank you, Mayor. We'll move on to our fire chief.
Thank you, Mr. President. I really don't have a fire report, obviously. My condolences to him and his family, but also to you guys and my colleague and, you guys working on an arena that's definitely underappreciated. If there's any piece today that I walked away with was, there was some recognition of what he did and what you do, maybe what we do. And I think that sometimes it does slip underneath a lot of people's radar how much actually work is done by you guys as a group of council people and what Tim does. So he will be missed for sure, but I also think that knowing Tim, the level I did, you want us to keep pushing forward at a very aggressive speed to make this a better community. So I think we owe it to him to continue to do that. So continue to heal, while also, keep his legacy going and all the great things that he did. So without that,
Any questions for the chief? Thank you, Chief. And we'll move on to our police chief, Larry Wright.
First of all, I'd like to thank council for allowing us to do this swearing in, recognizing, as you can see, there's a pretty good following there, and a big deal for a lot of things. Dealing with Tim's passing, I mean, he just, with all the work he did with detail over the last 10 years, and when I took over as chief, we started losing people and money and a lot. It was hard enough to get people to work for money, and this guy's coming in on his own time. And he had that program running pretty much single-handedly for a lot of the years that it was going, and obviously invested a lot of his own, his heart into that. So he'll be missed there, and whatever direction that takes is going to be difficult to fill. He worked with the Gray Riders, he worked with these other organizations to help raise thousands and thousands of dollars for a lot of different groups. So, again, he'll be greatly missed. And only other thing I have is that I'll provide security for Mr. Boyer and Price if Stephen Fuller goes any longer.
Any questions for the chief? All right, seeing none. Thank you, Chief. We'll move on to our city engineer, Tom Warner.
thank you, Mr. President, members of council, Mr. Mayor. I offer my condolences on the loss of Tim to all of you and to his family. Tim always had kind words for me, or he had kind words for your engineer sometimes. He certainly had them for me. It will be a loss for all of us. As you're aware, Mayor covered Stevens Boulevard. I'd like to say beside that we managed to get it all done. I'll leave it at that. And then there was one more thing that came through that was good news. We took a flyer in a road control grant to help us fund repairs to the Galena Dike where the forest right away to the lake, and then out for about 100 feet on the other side of the pump station at the And we did get the grant, it's in excess of $100,000, which will cover about 90% of the cost. And with that, I'm up for questions.
Any questions for Mr. Coyle? Seeing none, thank you, Mr. Coyle. Move on to our law director, Randy Brown.
Mr. President, for council, the mayor, my thoughts to Kim and his family. There's a guy that, I don't think I ever remember him asking for, just always, just wanted to give to somebody else. I think he's a great example of a public official, a friend, and member of these things. LOI, or the letter of intent, we're working on that, what the mayor was talking about, so hopefully we'll be getting that soon. I think an update in the council president, that's just for a small sum of property over there. Meet with the mayor tomorrow, on a resident who's looking to acquire a small piece of property from the city of East, to kind of decide how that might move forward, if at all, and the various configurations. Other than that, it won't provide.
Any questions, Paul Director? Okay, seeing none. Anyone on council have anything? Okay. With that, this council meeting is adjourned at 7:47 p.m.